ranks of the Taliban now on an unprecedented scale since this war was first launched, and we cannot eliminate the glaring factor that the U.S. occupation presents in terms of being that kind of flypaper for the Taliban and for al-Qaeda.
Peter, you were there when the war first launched. You went in, and I know you feel that small special op groups are really the way to make this happen. How did they end up helping dealing with the Taliban that you're dealing with today, which is not exactly the same as the Taliban that was there in 2001?
Sure. Well, the Taliban's a guerrilla-type army. They move in small teams. They use hit-and-run tactics. They usually fight from terrain that they're familiar with, and they exfil using the same terrain. And to try to counter that type of tactics with large, non-nimble forces is an exercise in futility. It just gives them more targets and allows them it just plays into their game, which is that hit-and-run type of operation. So I really believe that we should go back to what we already know works, what's been tried and tested in the early days of Afghanistan, when less than 500 interagency forces working together in small cross-functional teams with their Afghan counterparts were able to overthrow all of al-Qaeda and all of the Taliban.
So are you confident then?
The situation has changed.
Well, I was going to say, are you confident from what you've heard of the president's plan? Yes, the numbers are much larger than the numbers that you were talking about, but are you confident that within the president's plan there is that strategy that you feel is needed to accomplish this?
I believe that if any commanding general can recognize and employ that type of strategy, it's General McChrystal. So I am optimistic that General McChrystal will array and allocate his forces accordingly.
What about from what you've heard? I mean, is this plan something that's going to work there? Because